I hope you enjoy listening to our new book, Frindle. I don't know if any of you have read it before, but it is one of my favorites, and I like to read it almost every year for my class. So we're going to go through the comprehension questions for chapters 1 through 5. I know you only heard chapter 1 so far, and some of these you'll be able to figure out on your own. The chapters are pretty short, so we're going to go through the answers now, and then as we're reading, you might hear some of them later on. The first page is all multiple choice, and the second page has a little bit of writing. Well, they give you a lot of lines, but you don't need to fill it all. So these 2 pages we're going to do right now. Number 1, what is the name of Nick Allen's elementary school? Is it Washington Elementary, Lincoln Elementary, Jefferson Elementary, or Kennedy Elementary? Now, if you haven't done this already, you need to go through and write your answers, and then you can listen to this because I'm going to give you all the answers now. So the first one is B, Lincoln Elementary. That's the school he goes to. When Nick Allen was in 3rd grade, what did he turn Miss Deaver's classroom into? Was it a tropical island, a ski resort, a water park, or an aquarium? It was a tropical island, A. What did Mrs. Granger expect every student to have at their home? Now, I don't think you heard this yet in chapter 1, but you might be able to figure it out looking at some of the pictures if you flip through your book and look ahead a little bit. So is it an encyclopedia, a thesaurus, a dictionary, or internet access? C, it's a dictionary. And what special quality made Mrs. Granger famous? Was it her A, X-ray vision, B, eyes in the back of her head, C, extraordinary strength, or D, super hearing? This one you'll hear throughout the book. It's actually A, her X-ray vision, that she kind of knows what's going on in the classroom at all times. And she can turn up the power on her eyes when she disapproves of something a student is doing. So that's the first page. Now we're going to do number 5, and this is another one that I believe is in chapter 2. So you might not have heard this answer yet, but maybe you go ahead and listen to chapter 2. That's fine. Doesn't matter what order you do these things in, as long as you get through chapters 1 through 5 this week. So if you want to get it all done at once, that's fine. Explain how a guaranteed time waster question works. I bet you can figure this out without even hearing. The guaranteed time waster question works by asking a question 3 minutes before the bell, in the minutes between the class ending and the homework assignment being announced. This question is guaranteed to sidetrack the teacher long enough to delay or wipe out the homework assignment. The questions have to be perfect and the timing has to be perfect. So it's a guaranteed time waster question because Nick would time exactly when he would ask the question and what kind of question he would ask so that it would get the class out of doing their homework. And number 6, how did Mrs. Granger respond to Nick's guaranteed time waster question? So for this one, this is kind of a spoiler. That's all right. To Nick's surprise, Mrs. Granger did not take the bait. She told Nick it was a very interesting question, and it would be much more meaningful if he researched the question on his own. In turn, Nick was assigned a report due the following class along with that night's homework. So it totally backfired, and he has an extra homework assignment that he has to do in addition to what the class also had to do. Number 7, true or false? Nick wasted Mrs. Granger's entire class period with his presentation. That one is false. He tried to, but he was unsuccessful. And then number 8, true or false? Mrs. Granger fit an entire day's work into the last 8 minutes of class. And that one is actually true. I hope you enjoy listening to the book, and I hope you have a great week.